All right, good day, guys. Actually, it's been a while I drop videos, right? Because I've not been actually strong for a while now, but thank God I'm back. So, I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but I was so busy. So, let me quickly have a recap for this week chart analysis. All right, so we're going to be starting from pound CHF. Now, pound CHF on a monthly time frame. Now, what do we see? We have the monthly support, monthly resistance and monthly support here, right? We have a break below, and we traded for some months under this monthly support. Now we have a break above, so now we are trading above this support. Now we expect the market to move from here to here because the market moved from zone to zone, right? From key levels to key level. So now we have last month we have clear bullish monthly candle, and another one is forming for this month. So where is market? The price heading? The price is heading to this point, right? So now all we have to do is to capitalize on that move to the upside. So going down to weekly time frame, so we can add more minutes to it. Now on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, we have our weekly resistance here, and this is our monthly support, right? So before the market we proceed to this monthly resistance, we should have um a push exertion, I'm sorry, push correction and move before we head to that side. So now what we're going to be looking for is what? Looking for a buy from around here to this point. Then probably we watch how the market is going to react there. Then we know if we are going to continue buying to the upside, or we're going to look for a sell to this point before we buy again. So now scaling down to daily time frame for more meaning into the analysis. Now on the daily time frame, we will see that we have a break above this monthly resistance. So we with daily resistance. So we're waiting for a retest in this daily zone before we look for buying opportunity to this point. So how are we going to take that buy? We wait for that on a 4 hour time frame. Now on a 4 hour time frame, we're going to wait for the market to pull down to this point. We watch for reaction, wait for candlestick confirmation, then we'll buy to the upside. So that's all for pounds CHF. Now pounds USD. Now pounds USD, I already have a position here. So how do I come to that? Let's start from monthly time frame for our chart analysis. Now these are monthly key levels. We have resistance here, we have support here, we have another support here. So our price is currently trading in between this key level here. Price is currently trading in between this key level here to here. So we expect the market to move, although on the price has been choppy for some times now. And if we go to weekly time frame, we're going to see that clearer. So on a monthly time frame, we've been having a push, touch, push up, touch, push up. Now we expect the market to move from this zone to this zone, no matter how long it takes for the market to do that. But that's where the market is heading. All right. So and last month candle close, you see that the last month candle close actually engulfed the previous month. That's the month of June. The month of July, which is last month, actually engulfed the month of June. So that's an indication that we are ready to head to the upside. So now scaling down to weekly time frame. Now on a weekly time frame, we will see that the price already started moving, right? So we are heading from this monthly support to this weekly resistance. Now we might have a break above, because this is a strong hold, because the markets have been bouncing off that weekly resistance for a while now. So we don't know if this move, maybe this week and next week, if the move, once we get to this point, we're going to have a breakout. But once we have a breakout, we are heading to this monthly resistance. All right. So now what are we going to do is we capitalize on this move to this point first. All right. For those that want to hold to this point, once we reach this weekly resistance, we wait for reaction to see if you're going to hold or you close. All right. But how we advise you to close a trade here. So we have a trade open already. I think I already dropped the signal a very long time ago. So we are heading to what, to TP. Let's see how it goes. Now on the weekly time frame, on the daily time frame, we already have a break above, and which is where we took our entry to the upside. All right. So we are waiting patiently to see what the market, the price is going to do. If it's going to hit TP and probably break above and continue heading to our monthly target. All right, but we'll be watching here closely. All right, so that's all for pounds USD. Now pounds card, what do we have? I think on Pascal I just took a trade this morning. Now pounds card, on a monthly time frame, we have a push to the upside. We're expecting a drop before another push to the upside. Now we're going to be capitalizing on that retracement, which is moving from here to this point. Now that is what monthly is telling us, right? That we should be moving, we should be start looking for selling from this point to this point. But we won't do that now, because on a weekly time frame, what are we seeing? We see that the price went up, came back here, went up again, came back, but it didn't touch here, right? It didn't touch here. I'm actually looking for a second leg in this zone before we start selling to the downside, right? So on a daily time frame, you're going to see it clearer. Now on a daily time frame, what are we saying here? Now if today candles close, like today daily candle closes, and this candle close like this, something like this, there is a clear indication that we are going to be heading to this point. All right, before we start looking for sell to the downside. Okay, so actually on 4 hour time frame, I actually took an entry there because I saw something, and that's why I took the trade. Now we first have this candle here, this pin bar, right? I waited to see what the market is going to do. Then we have, once the market open, we have a drop. Then we have a bullish engulfing candle. So that was when I took this trade to the upside. All right. So hopefully let's see what the market got for us. Okay. Now going to pounds AUD. Is actually moving. It already moved some pips to the downside, and I already have a trade. I also took a trade on this trade. I think I'm currently holding 3 trades. I have 3 trades open right now. This, yes, and then this, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get back to the chart. Now on the monthly time frame, pounds AUD, what do we have? We have a break above. We couldn't sustain above the monthly support. We break below and it's become resistance and push the market down to this point. Now we're supposed to have what, a push from this point to this point before we see more drop, right? That's just the logic. Now going down to weekly time frame. Now there's something I'm seeing here. We see that we have a pin bar last month. Let me say indecision, because when we have an indecision candle, that means the seller and buyers are on parity. The pressure is equal. The buyers couldn't take the price up, and the seller couldn't take it downward. That was what happened last month on pounds AUD. Now going to weekly time frame to put more meaning into what I'm saying. Now on the weekly time frame, we'll see that we have a drop down to this monthly support. Then we retested this weekly resistance. We're supposed to have a break below and continue the circle to the downside, right? But the market didn't do that. What we have a drop, retest, we have a drop, then we now have a touch. Now having double bottom here, I was expecting the market to do this after giving us double top, double bottom, break above, and start heading to the upside, right? So, but the last 2 weeks candle that open that closes, we have a pin bar here. We have a pin bar. I was still watching. We have another one indecision. We are still watching before this engulfing bearish engulfing candle now formed. That's like 1 2 3 for like 5 weeks ago. So we watching now. What does that signify to us? It signifies that the price is heading down to this point. Maybe probably from here we start looking forward, buy to the upside. What's happening? Sorry, I don't know what just happened just now. So you see that we are having a drop to the downside. What's happening? Pounds AUD, right? So on the weekly time frame, now we see that we have all this candle formation here. That means the price is going to come down to this point. Then from here, we start looking for buy to the upside, because on the monthly time frame, we should be heading to the upside, right? So but on the weekly time frame, I think we are coming back down here to have a third touch, touch here before we head to the upside, right? So now we're going to be capitalizing on that sell. On a daily time frame, what do we have now? Actually, I took a trade which hit SL, because as we broke below, we have a break above, and I was seeing some formation here. I took it, and the market decided to do its thing. Now a break below, retested. That was when I saw my entry and I took the sell down to this point. Now I'm currently on a trade, a sell to the downside on this pair, right? Why I hit SL on my first trade on this pair. Okay, so on a 4 hour time frame, okay, this is it. Now actually I'm on this trade, so let's just see how it goes. So this is the third trade I think I have open right now. So I'm expecting a drop down to this point. Maybe from here we start looking for buying opportunities. Now same buyers on this. I was waiting for a retest, but I didn't get that, so this didn't give me entry. Now on a monthly time frame, we have this. So we expect the market to move to the upside, but we won't judge, we won't make our decision based on just one time frame. So scaling down to lower time frame, we have same thing here. We have this a weekly evening star, which means the market is dropping to this point. Maybe from here we start looking for buying to the upside again. Okay, and if you notice, the market has been moving in between these two key levels, right? So we might have a drop to this point before we start buying. And same analysis we have on pounds odd. So when we have this retest, when we have this retest, we have a break, right? We have a break. I don't know why my trading view just closing. What's going on? I'm sure this thing is still recording. Okay. Alright, my trading view is just closing itself. Please don't do that. So as I was saying, pounds NZD, right? So pounds NZD. Now we've been moving in between these two zones, so we expect a drop to this point before we buy. Now I went down to daily time frame, and when I got this retracement, I was waiting for opportunities, but I think when that happened, I was not available. Should I say the market didn't give me the opportunity to take the trade, right? Okay, as you can see. So I was expecting a retest to this point before I sell, but I didn't get that. So he's moving already. So no trade on this. Before I will be taking any trade on that is if we have a drop to this point. If we have a drop, what's happening? I don't know. My system is lagging. What's going on? So, if we have a drop here, then retest there before I will start looking for sell on this particular pair. Now, pounds JPY. Pounds JPY, honestly, my bias was a sell. I've been looking for a sell bias. Reason being that we have um a push to the upside. We're expecting a retracement before we continue going to the upside, right? Now, here we should be looking for a sell, right? From here down to this point, right? Now, on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now, on the weekly time frame, we have the market choppy a little bit, break above, then it came back below, right? We expect a retest and drop. That was what I was anticipating. So then going down to daily time frame, I was still expecting that. I was still, even daily time frame is still telling me sell because we broke here. So we have a break below, we have a retest, then we look for selling opportunity to the downside, right? So I'm still bearish on this trade unless um we have a break above, then we retest it, then I'll start looking for a buy. But for now, I'm still bearish. So I'll be waiting for the market to do its thing. Once we have a break below here, retest, then we sell to the downside. Okay. This is frustrating. This thing is just starting now. This thing doesn't happen before. I don't know what's going on. Is it that my tablet memory is full or something? This doesn't happen this way. I think I need to upgrade this tab. Let me check my videos. So let me quickly finish up on this pounds JPY. That's the last pair I'll be analyzing. Then let me work on this self closing everything. So I'll be waiting for the price to drop and we look for selling opportunity. All right. So that's all for the week. That's what I have for the week. On gold, actually gold. I don't have much on gold, but I will be buying gold if we have a touchdown to this point to the upside. So that's all I have for gold. Okay. Let me quickly make a recap. Now gold on the monthly time frame. Gold on the monthly time frame. We are heading to the upside, right? We have a push drop. Now we're supposed to head to the upside. Now on the weekly time frame, what do we have? We are here. Now on the weekly time frame, we're supposed to have touch retest before we buy, right? But if you check on a daily time frame, you see that that weekly touch is not complete yet. Reason being that we just broke above this daily um resistance. We need to retest it, buy to this point before we start talking of selling to this point, then buying, right? Now, so what we're going to be looking for is what? A buy. So if the market gives us the opportunity and drop to this point, if the market gives us the opportunity and drop to this point, we'll buy from here to the upside. But if it doesn't, we wait for a break above, and anything the market is doing, we all react to what the market is doing. Do you get? So that's all for now. So have a profitable week ahead. Thank you.